Hello everybody, welcome back once again to my Legend of the Dragoon walkthrough. Alright, so we're starting right off with a victory, major victory, big success. A dancer's ring has been obtained. Actually, I believe this is my second one. I've already got one, yes, there on Miru. And I think I'm going to end up putting this one on... I don't know. I had Miranda on my party for, very briefly. I don't know if she really stayed there long, but anyways, I know I had mentioned this in the previous video, but there it increases agility by 20 points. So, I don't know if it's the best accessory in the game, but it's up there. It's the only one that can give your female characters agility. So there's that. I vaguely remember there being maybe some boots or something that are, and I think they're universal, that give 10 agility. Now, a little, excuse me, sorry, a little different topic because the dancer's ring is, basically the female version of the bandit's ring, so it's for the females versus the males. I think I just decided to only farm 2 of them here because my impression is that we're able to get some of them later on in the game. And here we've got this area is kind of interesting. These little spinner thingies basically just keep trying to jump on you the whole time. And I think when you destroy their gem, I think they might actually disappear. But I kind of wanted to just fight them, so I wasn't overly aggressive in smashing their gems before, I killed them. But anyways, so like I was saying with the, the dancer ring, bandit's ring, my impression is there's more dancer's rings later on in the game. And on top of that, we're never going to have all 3 female characters in the party at the same time, as far as I know. I guess it's possible that I'm wrong and at some point Dart briefly leaves. I don't know if that's the case. I've never played all the way through the game, so but I'm not counting on that happening. We're already, I guess partial way through disc 3, and it's a 4-disc game, and he hasn't left yet. So again, I could be wrong, but it seems like he's kind of stuck with us. So anyways, long story short, no big reason to farm 3 of those rings. The same thing could be said for the bandit rings as well. Dart is literally always going to be in your party, so I guess, at maximum, I guess, technically, 2 you could have a party of all male members, and thus you would only ever need, really need 3, but I think I farmed 4, just to make it so that I didn't ever have to, swap equipment. And I don't know, is it really worth the time? Probably not, but it's more of a, lazy / convenience type deal. But anyways, all right, so yeah, okay, we're swapping Miranda out. She's getting the boot. I wanted to finish up Albert. I'm very, very close on his, I want to say Blossom Storm, but now that I know in his, and I've said Blossom Storm the entire time, but, his actual character sheet and the addition sheet says Flower Storm. So, I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to use them interchangeably because I'm horrible. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, Albert's almost done. He's almost completely maxed out. I'm really close, and I don't know if I got it on screen or not, but I did get him to Dragoon level 5 as well. I think I've got, maybe that's the next video. But anyways, I did hit that Dragoon level 5 and got his, last 20 points of MP. Obviously, that's what happens when you hit Dragoon level 5. And then I did actually try out his final magic spell, which is, it just seems to me the his version of Dart's spell. And I don't know if that's how everybody works. I don't know if everybody gets a, like a super dragon summon type thing once they get, if that's everybody's 4th spell. I'm I think that probably makes sense, but we'll see. But yeah, anyways, we're getting there. We're yeah, one character will be, I guess, completely done as far as again, like SP leveling and obtaining additions, or maxing out additions, I guess maybe I should say. So it won't be long, and Albert will be put on the back burner. I don't know if I may use him still yet in the future. I mean, I still think he's my favorite character as far as, or as of right now, he is anyway. I should say that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I ever end up putting him back on. And I don't know if it's this video or if it's the next one, but man, I was just hammering his additions. I was just like, no mistakes. I did like 3 of them straight, and I don't think I've ever done that before. Which probably isn't impressive to literally anyone unless you've been watching me fail hard at perform these additions over and over. But yeah, it felt good. It's probably one of those things too where it's like, now I'm getting like super comfortable with how his additions work, or the timings, and then I'm just gonna kick him out of the party. So now that I've got everything learned, it's gonna be see you, buddy. But all right, so he smashed all the lights, and that opens up the way. I should have mentioned that. So there's actually two pathways here, and this is one pathway, and it's got some items, and I wanted to grab those first. So can't carry any more items. So let's use something. This one's got the power up item. And, sorry, excuse me. Frog in the throat. Power up. So the power up is a reusable item. So do not sell it. Do not throw it away. Keep it. My impression here is that it increases like your physical. I don't know if it's just physical or if it's all damage. I'm gonna have to look at that again. I could have swore it was physical damage only, but again, we'll see here eventually. But yeah, we'll add that to the few items that we've already picked up that are reusable, and unfortunately that means that we've got that's just increasing our issues with inventory management, I guess I would say. Because that's going to keep, it's going to take up a slot for our, or usable items from now until the end of the game. So, hooray! But that's all right. Definitely worth it. Anyways, so if you'll notice here, I've probably, I don't know if I've got Dart equipped with a bandit ring or not. I believe I explained that in the previous video there, where at this point, I don't really want him to be taking turns, to be completely honest, because I'm just, usually just defending with him. And I'd rather, my other characters get their turns more frequently. So I just, brought his speed down a little bit. But I don't know if it's going to really be noticeable at all. And then, I'll, when it comes down to it anyways, like I want to actually have a bandit ring equipped for when I do the bosses. So I don't know, whether or not it really makes sense in the long run, I'm not sure, but oof, sorry. All right, so let's jump down here, and I don't think, okay, there we go. Now here you got to be careful. If you're not fast enough, those things are like weighted, and it'll just, drop you down to the bottom. So you need to keep jumping across those. And then we get the Mind Crush. That is a weapon for Dart. I believe it adds confusion. Yeah, confuses enemy with a given probability. And then obviously it's more powerful than the Fel. Is it Felchin or Falcon? Felchon? I know, whatever. Felchin. I'm just going to say Felchin. Now, here, I actually made the mistake, not the end of the world, but I didn't actually want to continue on here, because like I had said earlier, there's actually 2 paths to get down here, and I want to actually go hit that other path first. So I decided to go back, and it looks like the other pathway, it looks to me like it's blocked. I don't know if I went all the way up there and tried it or not, but but yeah, it appears to be, blocked off. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm pretty sure you have to backtrack, but I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Boom, boom, boom. Blossom Storm. Boom, boom, boom. I may have not even tried to go all the way up to that. I don't know. It looks like some kind of barrier up there, right? Yeah, that looks like a barrier, right? Doesn't that look like it's blocked off? And then here, I think this is the way to continue on. And you'll see what I did there was I did a save state. And so now I was like, oh, I don't think I want to be here. Yeah. So I just reloaded my save. All right. So let's go back, which was, my intention. So I'm going to do a little backtrack. Again, I'm not 100% sure if I needed to do this or not, but it sure seemed like that, that path was the way forward, and I didn't actually want to do that. I wanted to take that other path as well. And right there, you can't get back up using those two. Those are basically one-way, weighted stepping stone things. So we actually have to go all the way to the west here to jump on that platform to go all the way back up. But man, I'm not running into any of the enemies that drop that dancer's ring. Otherwise, I would have pointed that out. I mean, I think I had pointed that out in the previous video, but it is kind of interesting. I'm not running into literally any of them. Again, though, I can't imagine even farming those things without save states, because for one thing, they run away, which is super annoying. But I guess if you're not playing on an emulator, this is actually a really great area to level up in anyway. So I guess it kind of feels like it's not the worst thing ever to maybe not be playing with an emulator. Because again, if you want to put in the time, you can farm those rings. Obviously, they're pretty good, or at least they feel pretty good so far. Miru has just been getting crazy amounts of turns, and that's, she's got those dancer shoes on as well, and eventually here we're going to be able to get more of those as well, so that'll be nice. So honestly, when it comes right down to it, if you just strictly want like the fastest party possible, it seems to me that the best way to go is Dart's stuck in our party anyway. There's a puck. The fastest of the fast, as far as characters, obviously it's Miru. Miru is just the fastest. No one can reach her base speed. And then Miranda is actually next. Rose, I think, is only like 10 points behind Miranda. But, I guess if you really wanted to just have the fastest party possible, it's, Dart, Miru, Miranda. But, I'm not even saying that that's the best end all be all party, but for just sheer speed, that seems like the way to go. Probably the best party for farming unique monsters, for sure. At least it kind of seems that way. Between, speed. Speed is probably the most important part of farming those monsters. And then Miranda's got her, insane accuracy as well, so that goes into it as well. All right, so let's head back up here. I'm gonna jump in this healing thingamajig, restore point, I guess, and then obviously save. Hopefully here I check out how many times I've got, or how many times I still need to use Blossom Storm or Flower Storm. Maybe I don't, though. We'll see. And I gotta say, I am going to be giving Albert the boot, and I kind of feel like I'm really going to miss that guy. The dude just does so much damage. It's ridiculous. I mean, he's pumping out like 1,000 damage on a Blossom Storm. So here, this is a puzzle. This is, man, I don't remember. I think if you don't know, because I mean, I'm obviously looking off a guide here. But if you don't know, you could always just, I mean, I'm sure this would be okay or semi-easy to figure out just with trial and error. But obviously you go the far right, far left, and then this is third. And then it's, third from, what is this? Third from the left. And then what do we have here? Third from the right. Okay. And then second from the right. And then, obviously, second from the left is the last one. So, kind of a cute little puzzle. Again, I was looking off of a guide, so, pretty lame of me. I know. But hey, that's what text guides are for. What is this? This is, I mean, it certainly appears to be a teleporter. So, let's go in. Any day now. And I don't... There probably was a trick to that puzzle now that I'm kind of looking at it. Although I'm not 100% sure. It kind of looked like maybe it was like based off of the size of... I mean, because they looked like humanoid, figures. I don't know if that was the case, though. I don't know. Hard to say. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just all... Maybe there was no rhyme or reason, and you just have to try to figure it out. But yeah, right? Look at that. That one on the far left looks super big. I don't know. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so there's a couple of teleporters that we have to take down to the bottom, and we're going to fight this gigantic whatever this is. I think this is a barrage down here. Oops, overran that. Bloop. Ooh, excuse me. It's a dead end here. Let's go back. Wait, this is a barrage. How could she tell this was a barrage? Oh, no, I think she had some history with this. She's familiar with it for some... The Scar, it must be the barrage that killed Belzac. Which one was Belzac? You say this is a barrage? Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? My thoughts exactly. Just looks like I don't know what this looks like. It was a destructive weapon of ancient legend that battled throughout the Dragon campaign with the Winglies, although some still remain. But it looks totally different from the one we met before. It's one of their subspecies, and from its shape, it must have had a power far beyond the one we saw. But it's not a very pretty sight to see. I mean, I don't know. It looks kind of freaking cool. Let's be honest. Oh, uh-oh. The barrage. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen, right? All right. So, apparently this thing just is on a timer, and like monster from 10,000 years ago, was it awoken by us? Awoken? I don't know. Anyways, so as usual, I make the weirdest decisions when it comes down to boss fights. Like, why transform Miru right away? I can use items like the speed booster and stuff. I don't know why I always do this. Like, why am I so bad? Stop being bad. So I don't know. This is a tough call. All right, so this depends on how confident you are, kind of in your party, I guess. How leveled you are, Do you have insane gear? Blah, 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 blah. The thing is here, this thing apparently only lives 10 turns. It didn't live long enough, but apparently after 10 turns, it, there, I just went back on my turn. That was that was bizarre. I really don't know why I did that. Anyways. So I used the speed up on Dart. Reason for that was he's got 5 levels of his Dragoon transformation that I wanted to make use of. All right, let's see here. Boom, boom. Oh, so close. They're always bragging earlier about how I was nailing all these additions, but there I went and blew my nice. Oh, look at that, 865. That's impressive. All right, anyways, so this monster is actually 3 different pieces. One, it has an arm that's like 5,500 HP, and it's got a head and a body. I think the head and the body are both 11,000 each. Now, I don't know if you kill let's say the body, if the head dies as well, but I do know that once you beat the head, it dies and you win. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how many turns it took me to do it, but I mean, I guess we're going to find out. But I don't know. This was super easy. Obviously, the legend casks are doing a ton of work for me just because, I like to use the magic spells. If you wanted to be like super ridiculous, you could come in here with, a bunch of those, I forget the items that restore your mana. But you could come in here, transform with Dart, and especially if you've got him up to Dragoon level 5. I mean, that would be the best thing. Is, if he's at Dragoon level 5. And then you just hit the red-eyed dragon and use it over and over and over again. And you can do that as long as you restore Dart's mana every time he uses this. So, if you want to leave, Miru or literally whoever, I mean, it doesn't need to be her, but it helps to have her because she's so fast. Because the problem is the spell is 80 mana. So, unless you're restoring Dart's mana every turn, you're not going to be able to crank out this damage like I just did here. But I mean, that's huge. So, imagine you use that on literally every one of his turns. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, and then 3 another 1,000, so 6, about 6,600 with just like rough math there for 5 turns. And I mean, that's going to kill the arm for sure. And you'll be more than halfway to killing the head actually and the body at the same time. So. Up to you, if that's the kind of preparation that you want to put into this. Otherwise, I mean, I just started, using the regular. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. Oof. I just started using his regular attack. Now, if you notice there, I used the special with Dart, and the reason for that is when you use that special command, whoever you use it with doesn't have to actually perform the power up thing for his attack. And obviously, if you're gonna go with the strategy of just throwing the dragon spell at it over and over, you're not gonna want to use that special command because obviously you can't use items in your Dragoon form, and so Miru wouldn't be able to restore your mana. So again, I guess just keep all that in mind. And if you want to, go the magic route, which I mean, especially if you've got legend casks or at least one on him, I mean, that's just gonna be game over. And even if not, you'll still be doing, I think, a decent amount of damage with that ability, regardless. Like even if you don't have that legend cask. And there's probably other, equipment that might be good for him. I'm just thinking the magical hat would work. If you don't have a legend cask just blows every other piece out of the water if you want to deal damage with your magic spells. But there are some other options. I could have swore there was a helmet that gives you more MP, or is that an accessory? Now I can't remember. But I could have swore it was a helmet. But Maybe it is the magical hat, but those are also, really hard to come by if you didn't spend the time back on the ghost ship or whatever that thing was. So actually, the chances that you're going to have those are probably not great either, unless you're playing on an emulator like me. So, but yeah. Anyways, whatever strategy that you find is going to work best for you, definitely employ that. And then as far as incoming damage, I basically took none. So, I don't know. I assume this thing does decent damage though if you're, not as well equipped or something. But I've got. Well, for one thing, just even being transformed, is going to boost up your defense. And then on top of that, I've got the legend or armor of legend or whatever on Miru. So I don't even know if she takes any damage this entire time. And then this guy focuses on Levitz weirdly too. He tentacles him a bunch of times. Yeah, 69 damage. Really, that's pretty weak. So yeah, the other thing that you can do, really should have brought this up earlier. Apparently, you could just defend the whole time too. I didn't do that. That kind of felt lame. Here, I'm gonna fail probably 6 or 7 times on this. I don't know why the timing on this Dragoon attack feels really weird. Dragoon attack, whatever. But she actually does do really good damage with this for some reason. I was actually kind of surprised at how much she does here. Jesus, if I can get this pulled off. Yeah, this is bad. This is me being really, really bad. To be fair, though, this is literally the first time I've ever tried to use her Dragoon attack. Ugh, I feel like we're getting close. There it is. All right. Yeah, I don't know. That was rough. Boom. That actually looks really cool, too. 413. Yeah, I don't know. That's not bad. I don't know. It's Miru. Not a whole lot. I don't expect a whole lot out of her physical attacks. Oh, and then she gets hit for 72. So, I think that's the armor of legend doing a lot of work. I really don't know how much damage she would have taken right there had she, or if I wasn't equipped with that. I'm not sure, but anyways. Okay, so I used Breathless a couple of times. And then, yeah, I should have mentioned this actually earlier. So, having Dart and Albert, not even just them. I've got. Yeah. It would have been really nice had I got Albert's 4th level spell before this, because eventually I got to the point where I could have used magic restoring items. And Miru here, I used which one is it here? Yeah, Moon Serenade, I think. Recovers 100% MP for all. That's awesome. Now, I don't know if you can buy those. I haven't been paying attention at all, really, to purchasable items for whatever reason. But if those are buyable, those are amazing. It restores everybody's mana. So that would mean that you could just, throw out spells with your other 2 members and then just, have one character restoring your MP or their MP. There I used a Spirit Potion to give Dart another Dragoon level back. I don't think I ended up needing to do that. That was actually overkill, but I wasn't too worried about it. I haven't been using those much at all, so I was just kind of like, whatever. Let's throw it out there. Keep them transformed as long as we can. The good thing about that too is, because I used that special command, he's able to keep using his attack essentially without actually having to without having to do the work of timing it out correctly. And and that wouldn't be the case if I let him leave his Dragoon form. So we're just really kind of gaming the system, I guess, in a sort of way. Yeah, so there's that. I don't know how well, obviously in this case, I don't think actually it paid off at all, but I guess it could have. But I think this is the kill shot here. So, boom. Yeah, and I mean, if that's the kill shot right there, that means that I think it means I took literally everything out all at the same time. Because the head died, the body died, and I assume I don't know, maybe the arm didn't die. No, I'm sorry. That's not the case, because I used a lot of single target attacks on just the head. So no, I definitely didn't take out all three at once. Got a healing rain as a reward, a ton of experience, and that's the reason why you want to backtrack, really. Yeah, because otherwise, like if you take that route that I took, I think you can actually skip this guy. I think, anyway. I don't know. The ancestor never mentioned about this thingy. So does this mean they were not just reacting to Shauna? Yeah, that's true. She's not here anymore. Shauna. I still don't know anything about the mystery surrounding Shauna. I kind of feel like I do. There is no choice for us but going forward. Come on, let's go. Yes, let's do that. So let's just see here. I think I did end up backtracking to get back to the save point, but I want to see. Oh, I didn't even bother going in. Oh, that's okay. After I save and restore my mana and stuff, I'll take this route again just to kind of see where it ends up. I have a feeling it's that spot that was blocked off or had the barrier around it earlier. But we'll find out. Man, I feel like there's a lot of this video left, but I swore I just went right back to the save point. So maybe I must have. Yeah, I ran into a couple of battles. That's what happened. So anyways, like I had said earlier, if you want to, and then I didn't even talk about it because it barely even phased my characters. But apparently that boss does some sort of hugely damaging attack at the end. And I guess if you want to, you could. I mean, it seems to me you could just defend through the whole thing, and I think it'll still use that attack, but if you're defending with everybody, you should not take, I guess, as much damage as you normally would. And then on top of that, if you just want to go that route, I don't know, there might be a better party to take with. I don't really know. Like maybe somebody that is really or has really, really good magic defense or something, like a Rose. Although her HP is really low, I don't know. It's hard to say. But it just there's the Jade Dragon. So there I hit rank 5 on my Dragoon level. Oh, that's why this video is longer. At the very end here, I just wanted to show the Dragoon or the Jade Dragon attack, and I think I kick Albert out of my party right after this. So there's a good chance that I don't know if I'd say there's a good chance, but there's a chance that. This will be probably the last time we see him in battle for the foreseeable future. But yeah, and then I think what I did here, and I don't know if it was a good idea or not, and I'll talk about that in the next video. But I built my Dragoon levels back up, and depending on how you want to handle the next boss fight, that either is okay or it's actually it's probably more likely that it's a disadvantage. Now here, obviously, this thing is going to do 80, or it's going to cost 80 MP. So again, this is just the Albert version of Dart's ability. Now I didn't actually check though if that said 175% damage like his does. I'll have to take a look at that, but I don't know. Cool ability. I don't know. Is this supposed to be wind? I don't know what it's doing here. Some sort of weird wind blast or something. But I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. So, all right. Anyways, I'm out of time here. So, as always, hope the guide was helpful. Hope you join me for more videos. And as always, Thanks for watching.